Now this illustration deals with the switching outlet heights. Every inspector I've talked to kind of uses, well, they use this as their benchmark to determine the height of a switch. Now, this is in accordance with NEC 404.8A as an apple. Now, the figure loop for switches that are permitted to be above 6 foot 7 inches, see figure 9-37 in chapter 9 of volume 1 that we've reviewed already. If you've started with chapter 1 and stayed with these illustrations all the way up to chapter 11. Now notice the toggle switch to the left. Inspectors will say, no, it can be no higher to the toggle in the on position to the center, the 6 foot 7 inches. So many cities, states, counties require that switch to be no more than 56 inches from the grade to the center of the switch, or any height, but that's a good height for people that due to their height and so forth, not handicap. Now the fusible disconnect that you see in the center, notice it's 6 foot 7 inches or less to the handle. But I will point out there's no minimum. It can be located anywhere down, but it can't be any greater height than 6 foot 7 inches to the center of the handle or the toggle. Now the circuit breaker to the right, the breaker's in the on position, measured to the center of the handle on the breaker, where you switch it up, 6 foot 7 inches or less. Now, many times that main would be sized at a certain height, but it wouldn't be above 6 foot 7 inches. And then the breakers that are below it could be any height. So sometimes the city will say, now look, no more than 4 foot to the center of the panel, and that would give you a height in many cases that would work. But any height that they give you, you can't exceed the height that's listed in 404.8A. And the NEC loop that you see really should be looked at. If it's an individual disconnect like to an air conditioner, 110.22 regulates that. That's at the air conditioner, within 50 foot, bird's eye view, the way the crow travels, in accordance with 440.14. But 110.26 addresses this switch. Service switch ratings is 230.70B as in boy. Usually that's just inline main. 230.71 allows 2 to 6. 230.72A says, yeah, they have to be grouped. And then the directory is 408.4. And any service subpanel has to have a directory. And the directory will identify what each switching device controls and supplies. And if you add circuitry to existing branch circuit, then you've got to correct that directory in accordance with 408.4. And in my career, I have noticed that many times electricians are not aware of this, and they add plugs, lights, without ever correcting the directory, which is a direct violation of 408.4. So our figure 11-38 gives a comprehensive outline for switching outlets at the maximum height of a switch outlet in accordance with NEC 404.8A.